And there we have it. It's the EOP Dimensional Beings done for Carina's challenge in Eternity of Pain Acceptance. We're all done and dusted, so we're going to be talking about like what went on with this one. The good, the bad, and the ugly, of course. Things that went really well. Some really kind of fun stuff. Like I really enjoyed my Icarus fight with Magic, but again, we'll talk about that in a moment. And we'll do a crystal opening, of course. So just kind of hopefully, fingers crossed. It's always worrying because I'm thinking like, oh my god, please have worked. I think it's done it. It did pop up just a second ago. Oh, there we go. So that's done. And that is, if you've been following the progress, as I've said, for this, I am aiming to do an EOP every 2 weeks, and it's just a case of getting my revives health potions like saved up and farmed, just so that I'm ready to do it, just in case things go right or things go wrong. Something that went right is that I haven't touched my unit, which is just, I've saved units this time, which, you know, big thumbs up. I actually over farmed on my revives and health potions, so I basically meant that I didn't touch my units, which is just like so good when that happens. So happy about that. But yeah, we'll talk about kind of resource farming and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm glad that I've got this done, and at the end we'll be opening up the 6-star Nexus. But yeah, one more run to do, which my plan is to get that done on, well, if all goes well this week and I'm able to farm what I need, then I should be able to go and do this on the 26th, which means that I'm 1 week ahead of schedule, which is even better. But I want to be a bit more pessimistic and go with the 2nd of April as the next time I'm going back in again. Especially because I want to get a lot of the incursion stuff done, because I really enjoy myself in this side quest this month. But we'll have to see. You know, it may be a case I bash this out in a week's time, and it's great. Is there an option I wanted to do for... Should I go skill? I don't know. Black Widow Deadly... Did I get Black Widow Deadly Origin recently in a Nexus skill? Oh, I don't know. I kind of feel like I still want to go out for getting myself Nick Fury as 6-star. I think I should abandon that, but at the moment, I don't. There's nothing really I want to go and target for whatever reason. The next one is going to be the what is it called? Helmet here thing. So the Thunderbolts. But I'm kind of thinking to myself, like, if I get Baron Zemo, then I might use him as a potential option. But there are other options that I'm interested in. But I'll do that in any case. If I get Baron Zemo's not in the basic yet, is he? Anyways, I'll just go for Nick Fury. In any case, moving on. One more to go. Looking forward to smashing it out. I'm really looking forward to getting my first ever rank 5 6-star, and also what's this? Abyss level Nexus Crystal. So at least I can then choose something and maybe get something that I require. But to the point. Let's get to the point. Yeah, my last path is gonna be. Because when I know there were people commented in the last video, this EOP one, and I kind of like I took into consideration, you know, what people were saying about the idea of kind of using a team. Don't go top. Like, yeah, okay, fine. I'm not going to the top. So I think I'm going to go with a team of Crossbones. We'll cross that bridge when we come up with the video. I know what I'm doing with that. But the team I decided to choose, I had a really good team for this one. Gallon, Cosmic Ghost Rider, and Magic was my kind of replacement for that one. To go over some of the fights that we did. So first of all, the first 4 fights were cleared by Hercules. I'm sure people would say, like, you know, you could use something else, like, you know, Magic to first certain. It's like, no, I like using Hercules. Get him up to 12 very quickly on his feet and feat strength, and then just case of like just easy going through them. Then we get to here. I did debate with the idea of creating Cosmic Ghost Rider as a Herald of Galactus, but I decided to keep it on Gallon and kind of just blast through. Gallon absolutely decimated Penny Parker. Icarus Magic, we're going to show some footage in a minute. Who else did like decimated Scorpion? I think I used Cosmic Ghost Rider for that one. That decimated. Craven was really good with Cosmic Ghost Rider. I first of all started with Magic, but I thought the Cosmic Ghost Rider ended up being better because he ended up suppressing a lot of the buffs that came up from the Unstoppable and Unblockable, which meant that at a certain point I was able to just use the champion just without having to worry about going, oh, well, blah, 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 you know, Unstoppable or Unblockable. So it just like, it took away the stress side of things. But yeah, like, it is what it is with that one. It was what it was. And that was the team that I used. Against the end boss, I tried using Cosmic Ghost Rider. Cosmic Ghost Rider is great because you get that power gain very early on, and you're able to kind of like stop that first phase. The second phase that's really annoying where you're like, you got the caltrops on you, and you have to like hit into the block or down the champion. Because Cosmic Ghost Rider has this very kind of quick heavy attack pop, which is just like that, like that. It meant that I was able to down the champion, get myself built up to special attacks, rotate around quickly. Method of Cosmic Ghost Rider, I went with an SP2, SP2, 5-hit combo ending light, power gain, SP2 rotation. Tried to get heavy attacks in there where I could. Timing is another thing. I didn't enjoy the AI this time. Last time I went into EOP, the AI was better, to be honest. The AI this time was better on the paths versus the end boss. End boss, like Thanos fight, I don't know, was just a bit trash with the AI profile this time. Whether or not, again, it was just like, on the day, it just is what it is sometimes. And yeah, but in any case, moving to the next section. And the next section is kind of like some video highlights. Now, here's the thing. I don't normally record the device because I normally play this on a Sunday evening because I get a bit of time. Believe it or not, I don't get a huge amount of time unless I'm doing like live streams and stuff. I normally play on live streams very late, so I'm very tired. But yeah, I normally play whenever I can on a Sunday. I have a bit more time during the day. But here's the thing. Like, I had a really enjoyable fight against Icarus. And the way that I use magic, like, first of all, I was thinking like how I wanted to rotate around the champion. I made the mistake very, very early on. Well, mistake to me, but not for anybody else. Some people would say differently. I rotated around using my magic in a sense of just doing SP1s. Intercepts here and there, just kind of build Icarus up to an SP1. He throws his SP1. I then punish on that one and build back up again. Just trying to keep the champion around an SP1 rotation. I then would throw SP1s because what I was doing was nullifying first and foremost, and as well doing a little bit of damage from that one. But also keeping the rotations like quick means that I was able to keep the champion rotating around special attacks. One of the biggest problems with doing an SP2 rotation, look, the W from that is going, look, you power lock the champion. But for me, I was just finding that when I was doing it, I was spending more time intercepting, where I could just like either hit into the champion's block, only have to intercept a few times, and concentrate mainly on the rotation, which is knock the champion down, throw a special attack myself to take the plasma off and not get the plasma detonation damage, and just keep that SP1 rotation on Icarus just a constant thing. And I just felt that that particular process of doing it was good. Funnily enough, that particular fight, which is the one on screen right now, took me 11 minutes to do, but it was a case like, look, 11 minutes and not having to spend revives is the difference here with this. I did get hit down, I think, a couple times, but at least it saved me on revives. And yeah, and it was the first time using against the champion. If I was going like in future, then I'd know. Like if I could go back in time, then I would go, hey, by the way, do this rotation, don't do this rotation. I wouldn't do the rotation that would kind of mean that it would cost me a load of revives, which it didn't, by the way. This didn't cost me a load of revives, but I would. It's one of these things. I wish I had that knowledge of interaction now or then before I kind of like, went in for the first time. I think you guys get the meaning from this. And as I said, the rest of the AI was kind of like, I didn't really enjoy the Thanos fight because I felt the AI was kind of trash this time. But again, sometimes I go into last EOP I went into and fought Thanos. It was like, it was fine, it was good. And then it's like the next time was just bad. So it is what it is. And I'm sure next time which will be my final time, will be very different on that. The next thing is boosts and boosts and preparation and revives and health potions. So I'm already ahead of schedule, or I'm on schedule at the moment. I would say I'm ahead because I've got energy refills which I can reinvest into stuff, but debatable because I want to do some stuff for Battlegrounds. So I might use those energy refills in a different way. But yeah, so Supreme Solo Crystals, these are great. I will be increasing my stash, I think, for the top route, just so I'm kind of well prepared. But I love having these 10% ones. I'm just going to re-top up on some of them. I've now got one extra in stash, so maybe it wasn't a good idea to pop those particular ones, but you get the idea of what I'm saying with this. Is like, it's great to have a stash with it. Inventory wise, I think I have some stuff still in my inventory. Yes, I've got some leftover revives, which I think if I claim them back, yeah, I've just got some a little bit extra. That's not that's not ridiculously bad, but it's not ridiculously great. It means that these revives here, I'm going to be very careful on how many future revives I get in future. But I think because they're 14 days, it's going to be okay, because it'll be like, you know, we're ready to go for the next thing. I would love to be able to get in on Sunday and do 1 week ahead of schedule another EOP run. But I think I'm going to prepare a lot more, because I don't want it to cost me too much when it comes to like making mistakes, and just making sure that my roster is essentially ready for this. Revives wise, it was about the difficulty with this one, because before I kind of go in a rush stash and we'll go in with like 50 revives. This time I decided to go in with 50. I went 50 revives, level 1 revives, 20 something health potions, and 1,200 units. Now I saved my units this time, so I think that this was more with the level 1 revives, and I did 70 as opposed to like my normal kind of like 50 with it. So I think it was like, yeah, so yeah, 70 level 1 revives, and I'll take that, because it's, again, we're not spending on this one. 0 spent, so no spending game when it comes to like, okay, we're spent on revives. But here's the thing, I'm not spending any money. And that's the thing. I've seen a few people kind of like use more premium revives, the premium health potions, and that's all well and good. But like, I'm not spending on getting past this. I'm trying to kind of improve my own skill set, improve my intercepts, which are getting there. But I don't think it will be at a point where I'm like, you know, next level kind of like 3-hit intercept, or like 4-hit back intercepting again. I mean, I'm working on it, but it's like that's another kind of like thing where I do want to enjoy myself and not have to sweat each time having to play it. But then I did that. Technically, I just did that against Icarus. So, I don't know. I just play swipe and tap on game. I do the swipe and the tap on a game, and sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But in any case, we're going to wrap up this video before the final time I go in. And yeah, hopefully I can get that Nick Fury for the very first time, or something else nice. Aegon, Craven, not really. Not really the kind of like quintessential stuff there. I will just awaken my Craven just for the sake of it. So yeah, I don't really do anything with Craven at the moment. Maybe I should do something down the line, but yeah, is what it is. Also 7-star shards, which putting my shards of 7 stars up to, and I really hope they're 10k. I'd feel like a bit cheated by Kabam if they weren't. I'd love to be able to open 2 for the spring, rather than having to kind of like, obviously people that spend are ahead of the game with it. But yeah, that's really it. That's been EOP, the dimensional beings. Bottom route I went down. Top route will probably be with very early on this one, but I think it's going to be something like Crossbones is a definite for me, because I like the champion. I like the rotations of the champion. Second champion within the red. I don't think I'll go Red Hulk. I think I'll do 2 others. In any case, that's another story for another day. I'm still thinking about that one. But yeah, that's been it. Thanks very much for watching, and see you all very soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.